Okay, let's dive into this. We're going to break down a really powerful strategy for any international talent looking to speed up their career here in Sweden. Seriously, this is all about how you can turn what you already know into concrete, visible proof that actually gets you hired. So if you're an international professional here, does this feeling sound familiar? You're sending out applications. You're polishing that CV over and over. But mostly, you're just waiting, right? It can be so frustrating, kind of like your skills are totally invisible, and you're just stuck in some long, slow-moving line.
You know, this common approach, firing off applications and then just waiting for a reply, let's call it the passive path. And the biggest problem with it? While you're waiting, it's almost impossible to show any progress. It can even feel like your skills are getting a little stale.
But what if there was another way? A third, much more active path you could take? One that doesn't depend on anyone else's schedule. One that puts you back in the driver's seat and makes your skills visible from day one. And that path is teaching what you know. Here's the difference in a nutshell. The passive path, well, it's a waiting game. The active path, though, is all about action. It's a cycle. Instead of just waiting, you're actually running sessions, you're helping people learn, and you're creating visible, tangible outcomes, real proof of your skills, with every single step you take. And get this, there's some pretty powerful science behind this whole strategy. According to a model called the learning pyramid, we remember a staggering 90% of what we teach to other people. Just think about that for a second. When you teach something, you're forced to organize your thoughts to truly master your topic. So you're not just showing your skills, you're actively making them stronger. So how do you actually get started? I know it might sound a little intimidating, but honestly, it's way simpler than you think. Let's just walk through a really practical blueprint for designing your very first session. Okay, the most effective place to start is with actual job ads here in Sweden. Just go to Platsbanken or LinkedIn, find the kind of role you want, and look for the key tasks that employers are asking for again and again. Your teaching topic should be a direct answer to their needs. If they say they want someone who can clean data, you teach SQL for data cleaning. It's that direct, no guesswork. Now, before you plan anything else, I want you to write one single sentence. This sentence should describe what your learner will actually be able to do after your session. Something like, a learner can clean a spreadsheet and create a bar chart that answers one specific question. This clarity is your North Star. It tells you exactly what to put in and, maybe even more importantly, what you can leave out. And here is a dead simple but super effective structure for your session. First, start by showing the finished product. This gets people excited right away. Then, do a live demo where you walk through it. After that, guide them as they do it themselves. And finally, give them a small take-home challenge. This four-part structure pretty much guarantees that every single learner walks away with a concrete win in less than an hour. Okay, so now let's connect the dots, because every single session you run isn't just a class. It's a brand new, powerful entry for a portfolio. A portfolio that physically shows off your expertise, your communication skills, and your ability to deliver results. So after each session, you need to make it a habit to collect these specific pieces of evidence. The project files, the before and after screenshots, that final chart or plan, these are the building blocks of your credibility. And oh, don't forget learner quotes. They are such powerful social proof of the impact you're having. I mean, a quote like this, it's pure gold. And why is that? Because it's not about you. It's about the tangible result you created for somebody else. It tells a hiring manager that you can actually transfer knowledge and improve a team's skills, which is an incredibly valuable thing in any Swedish workplace. And look, this isn't just a one-off trick. This is a real path that builds momentum over time. Just imagine it. In month 1, you deliver your first session. By month 3, maybe you're partnering with a local library for a series. And a year from now, you could have this amazing portfolio, a great network, and maybe even be getting paid for your expertise. This is how you build a real, sustainable career advantage. So let's bring this all back to the ultimate goal, right? Landing a great job and really accelerating your career in Sweden. When you take this active path, what does a hiring manager actually see? It's simple. A CV makes claims, but a portfolio provides proof. When a hiring manager looks at your portfolio, they don't just see a boring list of skills. They see that you can communicate clearly, that you can lead a project, that you can deliver a result on time, and that you solve real-world problems. You are basically taking all the risk out of the hiring decision for them.
Think about employer trust like this. A standard CV, sure, it might get you in the door. It builds a basic level of trust. But when you add a portfolio that's filled with real projects, tangible outcomes, and quotes from happy learners, the trust level just shoots way, way up before you even walk into that interview.
Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, imposter syndrome. So many of us think, who am I to teach anything? But here's the secret. You don't need to be the world's top expert on a topic. You just need to be one step ahead of the people you're helping. In fact, being honest about what you know and don't know actually builds trust and takes a ton of pressure off.
So ultimately, this whole active path just transforms you. You're no longer just another passive applicant waiting in a long line. As this quote says, you become a visible, trusted professional who's building a real network and has powerful, concrete stories to tell in every single interview you land.
The best part? You don't need anyone's permission to start this journey. The power is entirely in your hands. So, take one small step today. Just one. Write down that single sentence. What is the one tangible result a learner will get from me? This simple action is the first step to protecting your skills, showing employers exactly how you work, and putting your career in Sweden right back where it belongs, under your control.